My name is Shayla K. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for clicking on my video. If you could please hit the like and subscribe button for more of my future content, that would be greatly appreciated. So for today's video, this is a video that I, on the spur of the moment, just felt like I needed to make really for myself, but I know I can't be the only girl out here that feels this way. And it's just about getting like unstuck. You have, those mental blocks, or, you might feel unmotivated or maybe sad, depressed, but there's like goals and stuff you still want to achieve and things you want to do, but you just don't know why. You just don't know why you're not getting there. It's like you just feel like you can't move, but you still have so much stuff that you want to do. So yeah, for me, it's what I call being stuck. I always describe it as being stuck. Like I said, some people might call it a mental block, a writer's block, I hear. This video is going to give my top 5 tips for being unstuck. This is something I've been like working on lately, like really trying to work on. I have gotten to that point where I don't really feel too stuck anymore, but I'm still like, you still need like to do it baby steps. So yeah, my first step I would say is to get a routine. Get a routine down pat, whether it's, and it doesn't have to be a big routine. I'm going to just correct myself. Get a simple routine, because you don't want to, overwhelm yourself and then next thing you know, you shut down again. Set a simple routine, whether it's like, first thing in the morning, you make your bed or say a prayer or do a workout, or no cell phone for the first hour. That's something I try to work on. Like I said, it can be a morning routine, to kind of help get your day going, or like an evening routine to like set you up for success for your next day. But yeah, set that routine, and it tends to like just benefit your overall just mental health, your physical health. Just getting that stuff down packed, just getting things out of the way. And it doesn't have to be an everyday routine. It doesn't have to be down to every single small detail. Just have some type of set little schedule or something you can do to just kind of help reduce your stress, reduce things you got, extra things you have to think about. Just have that routine set for yourself. If you don't have that, you'll be going through the day just clutter-minded, unaware of what's next. Things aren't clear. And again, it might cause you to feel stuck. So set a routine for yourself. Number 2, I'm going to talk about, it kind of falls into like setting a routine. Set goals for yourself. You can set, big goals or, whomever, but I would say set simple goals you can achieve like in a day's time, whether it's 2 or 3 goals or maybe even 5 goals. So make them just so simple, like, oh, I want to cook dinner tonight, or oh, I want to, wash that load of clothes that I've been staring at in that basket for a week now. Like when they're simple, it like leaves little room for error. And even then, it's like when they're simple, you can start to celebrate those little wins and you'll start to feel motivated. It keeps you focused and it gives you like more control over your life. They don't have to be big goals. You can say big goals for, another day when you want to sit down and really think about what you want to do. But while you're feeling like in this stuck state, set small, simple goals for yourself. Imagine like not having any goals set, and then somebody wants you to come here, somebody wants you to come here, and then you're trying to please everybody, and now you have little room for yourself. Little room to like really think about things that you want to do, because you're running around doing things that other people want to do. You're helping other people fulfill their little mini goals for the day. So just like really like just tune in on what it is that you want to do. Whether it's, like I said, it can be something as simple of washing your hair. It can be something as simple as, I really want to get to the next chapter in that book. I'm gonna set some time out for myself to get to that next chapter. So yeah, set small goals for yourself. My next tip is self-care. People talk about self-care all the time. Like that's just the topic of like everyone's everything lately, but it's like it really does help. Me, maybe 4 or 5 years ago, I was having like really bad anxiety, maybe feeling a little depressed. I had a lot of stuff going on in my personal life, a lot of stuff going on in my family, and I felt like I was like a ticking time bomb getting ready to like explode. I had my first anxiety attack and I actually went to the hospital not knowing what it was. Like my chest was tight, everything. Long story short, they told me it was anxiety. And they just pretty much told me to like just practice simple things that'll make you feel good. And at the time, I didn't know that that was like self-care. I would like I would find myself turning on ocean waves. I would turn on ocean waves, listen to ocean waves for a couple minutes or whatever. And that would actually help me calm myself down. Or when I'm at work, I got to the point where I was at work or if I came home and, people were feuding, arguing, whatever, I would put my headphones in, turn on my ocean waves for just a couple minutes, and that's how I relax. And that, like I said, that was just my version of self-care before I even knew what self-care was. That was my version of self-care. Your version of self-care, you can do some things as simple as maybe going to get a facial or going to go get some cute sunglasses or some new perfume, maybe get a massage, maybe get your nails done. Something that is going to just kind of help you like feel good. Like, you look good, you feel good. It starts on the inside. If you feel good on the inside, your stress levels down the inside, you're going to feel so much better on the outside. Your attitude's going to change. Your overall everything is going to change. Like self-care, your version of self-care could even be reading a book. Like do something that's going to make you feel better. And it doesn't matter what other people think, self-care should be. Like your version of self-care could be going to go get some ice cream. Like by yourself just to enjoy it. Like that, if that's your version of self-care, like then that's your version of self-care. Like, but you need that just me time to just do what you gotta do. Give yourself time. If you need to take a day off of work for self-care, then do it. If you're running around crazy, you're running around thin, you're spreading yourself so thin, it will explode like I did. I was in school, I was taking care of my nephew, I was working a full-time job, all in college. Like I completely had a meltdown. I ended up in the hospital and back in the ambulance for anxiety. Like give yourself some time. Don't rush anything. If you really just need to get off Facebook for a while, that's what I did. Get off social media for a while, do that. That was my version of self-care. Cutting out the distractions to focus more on myself. Give yourself the time that you need to get yourself together. Another one of my unstuck tips is to stop comparing yourself to other people. That is something like I struggle with. Maybe not as much anymore, but like that was kind of like instilled in me when I was younger. Like it was like I have different sides of the family. This side might have a little bit more money. This side might have struggled a little bit more. This side is this. And for me, it was like, all right, now you have to be better, or you have to get the best things, or not like competing, but it was just like I would always compare myself to, my cousins, or compare myself to such and such. And it's like, I don't have to do that. Like it took me maybe all the way until maybe last year to realize, like, why do I care what other people got going on? Like everybody's version of success is just their own version of success. What this person's version of success is going to be different than this person's version of success. This person might want to work their way up, the ladder, become the next owner of the company or CEO of the company, and this person's version of success might be owning their own little small business and taking care of their family and just being happy. Like don't compare yourself to other people. Where they might be in life, you'll get there. It might not be today, might not be tomorrow, it might not be ever when you compare yourself to somebody else. Follow your own goals, march to the beat of your own drum. Do what you gotta do to make yourself happy in this place we call life. Like I said, they might be over there. They might get what they need to get done, but they might be so unhappy in life. Like no. Do what you gotta do. Don't worry about anybody else. Put blinders to everybody else and do what you gotta do. And last but not least, my last tip is going to be stop making excuses. Yes, it sounds harsh. Yes, it's easier said than done. And yes, I was in tears, literally crying because of this step right here. Stop making excuses for yourself. Stop making excuses. Oh, I can't do this because I'm just tired today, or it's cold outside. That's my like excuse in the winter time. Like I won't do anything. I'll find an excuse not to go to work. I'll find an excuse not to even wash my hair sometimes. Like I don't want to do it. I'll find a reason to not have to cook because I don't want to do it. If you want to start a little league football team, if you want to start that small business, or if it's just makeup, whatever, do it. If you want to go on vacation, you want to start that YouTube channel, do it. Do what it is that you want to do. Don't make excuses for yourself. Start right now. Like I said, again, that's easier said than done. I make every excuse in the book. Whatever excuse you probably thought of, I probably already said it and probably already used it. But yeah, if you want to wait till next week, you want to get all your ducks in a row, whatever, do that. If that's easier for you, you set that goal. Like, I'm going to start on Tuesday. I'm going to have all my stuff together. That's fine. But if you don't have anything stopping you, do it. Your biggest regret is not to do it. That is going to be the biggest regret of your life. It's whatever it is that you want to do, whatever it is you want to accomplish. You want to go back to school and I'm just not going to go right now. 10 years later, you still not in school, or you didn't get your degree, or you could have done your degree twice over by then. That is going to be your biggest hurt, one of your biggest downfalls, one of your biggest regrets. That can even spike depression. Like, do what it is that you want to do, and I promise, you're gonna feel so much better with life. Like, I promise you. But yeah, those are my 5 unstuck tips. I have so much more, but that is all the time I have for today. If you could leave in the comments just some of your tips you use to just get unstuck, like big or small, big or small. Give me some of your tips that you use to get unstuck, and I will greatly appreciate it. Again, please like and subscribe to the video. Thank you, and have a productive day. Bye.